Welcome, class, to a workshop on Coach Joe rules. In this lesson, we will review Coach Joe rule number 20, which states, objects should be easy to create. From time to time, you will need to create a new object that has many parameters. As the number of parameters grow, creating a new object becomes more complicated. Avoid creating complex objects like this. Creating an object from a class is easy. Just use the keyword new followed by a call to a constructor method. The constructor is a block of code that executes when the object is created. It is intended to set initial values for object attributes and nothing more. Do not create other objects. Avoid calling other methods. And statements like conditionals or looping logic should also be avoided. Doing so might violate the single responsibility principle and make testing more difficult. The constructor can follow all these guidelines and still, object creation is difficult. Normally, it is because one or many of these Coach Joe rules are broken. Passing too many parameters to a constructor can be problematic. Some parameters could be placed in the wrong order. Null and Boolean parameters should be avoided. With very few properties, object creation should be easy. With several properties, the use of overloaded constructor methods can help solve for multiple object creation possibilities. However, as more properties are added, the number of overloaded constructors could increase exponentially. For situations when several properties are needed, you should consider the builder pattern. With this code, object creation is started with a static builder method. Each property can be set with its own method that requires few, if any, parameters. The final step is to build the object. Here is a simplified builder. This makes creating an object easy. Start by calling the new object's builder method. With method chaining, include all properties needed for this situation in any order. The final build method step will return the created object. The advantages are: it reduces the number of parameters used per method call. Passing null and Boolean values can be avoided. The code is easier to read. There is design flexibility when creating an object. Any or all properties can be chained into the object creation. Also, adding new properties in the future will be easier. The only disadvantage is the number of lines of code and the effort needed to create the object. Most developers agree that it is well worth the time. I challenge you to use the builder pattern when object creation becomes difficult. Leave a comment down below with ways your team has improved object creation. Look for other helpful Coach Joe videos. Remember, future senior developers, make it work, prove it works, then make it better.
Ready, break!